In the late Cretaceous period, Earth was a world of extremes, a land ruled by magnificent creatures. Amidst valleys still cloaked in the morning mist, a legend begins to make its presence known. A colossal shadow is cast upon the fog, a familiar yet ever astonishing silhouette. From high above the mountains, the camera sweeps down, gradually revealing the ruler of this land, Tyrannosaurus Rex, the Tyrant King. Each footstep is an affirmation of its power. A massive foot presses into the soft mud, sending a tremor through the ground. Water in the puddles splashes outward, a testament to the dozens of tons in motion. Its amber, yellow eye, reflecting the first rays of dawn, shows not gentleness, but ancient intelligence and pure predatory instinct. From its long, powerful tail swinging decisively, to its enormous head held high, everything about it exudes a lethal majesty. From the perspective of a small creature hiding in the bushes, it is a moving mountain of flesh and bone, a living nightmare. Then, a close-up of its dagger, like teeth, dripping with saliva, a sign that this killing machine is always ready. Its body is a masterpiece of creation, with rippling masses of muscle designed for explosive power. It raises its head and roars. It is not just a sound, but a weapon. The roar echoes through the valley, sending prehistoric birds scattering in panic. A declaration that the king's reign has only just begun. The life of a tyrant is not just one of battles. It is a daily cycle of dominance and survival. Each day, the T-Rex patrols its vast territory, a solitary journey to assert its sovereignty. Its incredibly sensitive nose constantly sniffs the ground, analyzing every track, every scent, searching for prey or intruders. It is not a picky eater. A carcass left behind after a storm is an easy meal. It uses its powerful jaws to tear through thick hide, amidst the buzzing of flies and the strong smell of blood. The force of its bite is unimaginable. Its cone-shaped teeth easily crush even the largest of bones, creating horrifying cracking sounds. Even avian scavengers must keep a safe distance, waiting patiently for the king to finish its meal. Afterward, all that remains is the skull of a herbivorous dinosaur, a reminder of every creature's place in this brutal food chain. Its power is displayed in the smallest of actions. A casual sweep of its tail is enough to snap a rotten tree trunk in half. When it bends to drink from the river, its massive body sends waves rippling across the water's surface, disturbing the calm of the current. But it is the hunting instinct that truly defines the legend of the T-Rex. On a vast meadow, a herd of hadrosaurs grazes, their guard down. They are unaware that from within a thicket, a pair of eyes is watching, a predator calculating its every move. And then the hunt begins. The T-Rex bursts forth, its powerful hind legs digging into the earth, kicking up clouds of dust. The peaceful scene instantly transforms into deadly chaos. The hadrosaur herd panics and flees, but it is too late. The T-Rex has already chosen its target. The predator closes in, its massive jaws wide open, ready for the final strike. In a slow motion moment, its foot crushes a large log in its path, a testament to its unstoppable momentum. The decisive bite is delivered. The powerful jaws clamp down on the hadrosaur's tail, locking onto the prey. Blood sprays into the air. The herd scatters in terror, leaving one of their own to be dragged to the ground, facing its inevitable fate. In the world of apex predators, the greatest enemy is sometimes one of its own kind. Defending a territory is a merciless battle. From opposite ends of a forest clearing, two adult T-Rexes emerge, and a confrontation is unavoidable. The eyes of the territory holder narrow, filled with fury and determination. They face each other and then roar in unison, the two sounds merging into a shockwave that shakes the ground, sending birds erupting from the trees in panic. The fight begins in a flash of brutality. They lunge, their jaws clashing and slinging saliva. One uses its massive tail to whip its opponent, a blow that could break bones. A swift bite targets the intruder's neck, a potentially lethal attack. The The entire fight is a chaos of power and violence, toppling trees and shaking the very earth beneath them. Finally, one must concede. The intruder, wounded and exhausted, backs down and leaves. The victor stands amidst the ruined battlefield, raises its head, and lets out a triumphant roar that echoes across the sky, reaffirming its absolute dominion over this land. But behind the image of a brutal tyrant, there is another side rarely seen. Even a king has a family. A mother T-Rex gently lowers her head, nudging a large piece of meat toward her young offspring. The juvenile, tiny and trembling, curiously approaches and takes its first bite of meat. Its weak baby teeth struggle with the meal, but it is a crucial lesson in survival. The mother stands watch, her enormous shadow protecting her child from all danger, a living fortress. Her maternal instinct is on high alert when an opportunistic Brachiosaurus dares to venture too close. The mother instantly lets out a ferocious roar, a warning that cannot be ignored. She chases the small intruder, forcing it to flee for its life. The young one observes it all, even attempting to mimic its mother's roar, learning the behaviors that will one day ensure its own survival. From the juvenile's perspective, its mother is a giant, a guardian deity. After the threat has passed, mother and child rest together in the shade of an ancient tree, a rare moment of peace in the violent life of the dinosaur king. Night falls, turning the familiar world into a stage of shadows and fog. Under the bright full moon, the silhouette of the T-Rex is etched onto the landscape, a figure both familiar and terrifying. It does not rest completely. Its massive chest continues to rise and fall with each steady breath, and in the cold night air, each exhalation releases a ghostly plume of white steam. It's amber. Colored eyes glimmer in the moonlight, not with a gentle life, but with the retroreflection of a supreme predator, a night watchman that never truly sleeps. The nocturnal world is full of sound, and not a single one escapes the king's notice. From the perspective of a small mammal, the crackle of a dry leaf underfoot is enough to bring deadly consequences. The T-Rex's eye opens slightly, ever vigilant. Its ears, though small compared to its enormous head, are extraordinarily keen. They twitch slightly, precisely pinpointing the location of the slightest disturbance in the silent night. Without warning, the beast rises. It moves from a state of rest to readiness in an instant, an explosive motion of muscle and instinct. Dawn brings an inevitable confrontation, a battle between titans. In a wide clearing, a massive Triceratops grazes, a living fortress of horns and shields. But it is not alone. From the mist, the T-Rex emerges, its steps slow and deliberate, each one a silent threat. From the Triceratops's perspective, it looks up to see its ancient enemy approaching, a confrontation preordained by nature. No longer stalking, the T-Rex charges. The Triceratops, undaunted, lowers its head and charges back, its three sharp horns pointed forward. The two giants collide in a slow, motion moment that kicks up a cloud of dust, a clash of absolute power. The T-Rex's teeth try to grip its opponent's horn, creating sparks as they scrape against the hard keratin. The battle unfolds like a dance of death, the two behemoths circling each other in a natural arena, the ground trembling beneath their weight. The T-Rex's eyes are bloodshot with adrenaline and fury. It finds an opening, and its teeth finally sink deep into the Triceratops's bony frill. Though it fought valiantly, the herbivore finally succumbs to the relentless power of the predator and collapses. The entire forest suddenly falls silent. The mortal struggle is over. The T-Rex stands over the body of its rival, raises its head, and unleashes a victorious roar, a sound that affirms not only its dominance, but the brutal nature of survival. As sunset descends, painting the sky in crimson hues, the T-Rex stands alone atop a rocky outcrop, a king surveying its kingdom. Its golden eye reflects the blood-red sky, an image that encapsulates its entire reign. Its massive shadow stretches across the land, seemingly endless, much like the shadow it has cast over Earth's history. It lets out one final, majestic roar, a primal sound that echoes through the valley and spreads to the horizon. In the sky, flocks of prehistoric birds fly across, accentuating the final moments of a world on the verge of change. A drop of dried blood on its teeth glints in the twilight, a final, stark reminder of its nature. From below, it stands as imposing as a monument carved from rock and time, an eternal symbol of power. But even a king is just a small part of nature. As the camera pulls up high, the landscape expands, revealing the T-Rex to be a tiny figure in the vast wilderness that created it. As it walks away and fades from view, its roar gradually dissolves into the sound of the wind, a legend receding into the past.